These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, Megan Thompson with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. A woman is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries after being hit by a train in downtown Phoenix. This was the scene near First Street in Jackson, just blocks away from PHX Arena. We're told that area is back open now, but we're working to get an update on that woman's condition.
Today is officially the day you will need that real ID if you're boarding a flight here at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Throughout the day, we've been seeing that there are signs up letting everyone know here at this security checkpoint that you need that ID. I've also been watching security asking every single person who comes up here, do you have that real ID or a passport? If you don't, you're going to have to move to the side, and security is going to have to verify your identity in a different way in order to board that flight. Now, if you did not yet get your real ID, be prepared to wait. Here in Phoenix, we have been seeing long lines at local MVDs as people are showing up last minute to get theirs. In fact, one location saw wait times of up to an hour. And while there is a grace period for those who don't have one, a TSA spokesperson tells me there is no guarantee that you will still make your flight. Take a listen.
If you don't have a real ID, we will ask you to step aside. We will allow other travelers to continue on their journey. People who don't have a real ID, we will work with them to try to verify their identity with the understanding that there is no guarantee.
Another thing to think about is if you are heading off to the MVD to get that real ID, once you get it, it could still take up to 2 weeks before you actually get it in hand in the mail. So something to think about here if you have travel plans in the next few weeks. Reporting from Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, Jamie Warren, ABC 15 Arizona.
The world's 1.4 billion Catholics will soon have a new pope. And after this election is done, you probably already know that white smoke will emerge from the Sistine Chapel. But you may not know what else happens behind the scenes before the new pope is introduced to the world.
There is no election in the world quite like the election of a pope. And when it happens, whoever is chosen, their life is changed forever.
Only the Catholic Church can communicate something just through white smoke, right? In other words, there's no press release that goes out.
Kim Daniels is with Georgetown University and says a lot happens before the new pope emerges from the balcony atop St. Peter's Basilica. He must quickly change clothes in a room known as the Room of Tears, called that because of the many tears shed there by newly elected popes.
Behind the scenes, before the Pope comes out on that balcony, he enters a little room, he puts on the white cassock, right? And there's a moment where he really has to get in his head that this is what's happened.
The new pope is asked a couple of questions after being elected. Do you accept the outcome of the election? Is one. What name do you choose? Is another. Typically, new popes name themselves in honor of saints or past popes. The new pope will have an opportunity for private prayer before he is publicly announced, as well as a blessing over the cardinals that just elected him. In 2013, when Francis was selected, it was around 45 minutes to an hour after the white smoke first appeared that the new pope's name was announced. This year, Cardinal Dominique Mamberti from France is tasked with making that announcement to the world. For Americans traveling in Rome, there is hope that this conclave doesn't last too long. Janet Puhala is from upstate New York and would like to see the white smoke in person.
I've been here twice before, and this time you could just feel the anticipation.
This group of cardinals are considered the leading candidates to be selected. However, surprises are common during conclaves. Whoever the next pope is will immediately be confronted by a host of issues facing the church, like trust following the sex abuse scandal, financial management issues, the role of women and LGBTQ Catholics, as well as global issues like the church's relations with China. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Rome.
With your most accurate forecast on this Wednesday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We're going to hold on the chance for a few spotty showers throughout the day today across much of the state, including the valley, but rain chance is only about 20%, and rainfall amounts fairly light. We're talking a few hundreds to a tenth of an inch at most. And then later this evening, the rain chances favor areas across eastern Arizona. Western parts of the state begin to dry out, and we begin to warm things up quite a bit. So as far as rain chances, again, not that great, but they're there. Other than that, partly cloudy and warmer with highs today, climbing into the mid-80s later this afternoon in the valley. That's still below average by about 5 to 6 degrees. Northern Arizona, highs in the mid-50s today in Flagstaff, lower 60s along the rim with 70s there in Kingman and 80s along the Colorado. Check out that 7-day forecast. Mid-80s today, 90s tomorrow, and 100 plus from Friday through at least early next week. In the high country, still some lingering storm chances today, and then we're back in the 70s for highs from Friday through Mother's Day with overnight lows in the 30s and 40s.
You can expect another update tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com, or you can download that free ABC 15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC 15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.